bought into the hours of sweat equals pounds lost illusion? It can be a frustrating one. You can feel like you're putting in time at the gym and getting nothing in return. Maybe you feel like you can't do enough, so why bother getting off the couch? Today, in this video, we are going to bust the myth about exercise equals weight loss. We're kicking that to the curb and getting real about exercise's role in weight loss. Stick with me till the end for a golden nugget tip. I'm Kristin Wood, a balanced body guide, and most of my clients come to me with the idea that exercise needs to be grueling as a punishment for something that they ate. And it's all about what calories can be burned. So a term that I feel is a little more user-friendly is movement versus exercise. In my Balanced Body Breakthrough program, movement is one of the 5 pillars that we address. Because exercise and movement does play a role in any wellness transformation. The problem is we have been sold a false equation that exercise equals weight loss. And for the largest portion of my life, I tried to manage my weight with my exercise, using it as an excuse. You know, if I had a dessert, I needed to run. Always calculating what's the calorie difference. Always doing the math about what workout would compensate what I was eating. Let me know in the comments, have you done this too? And then in my 30s, it quit working. So I needed to increase the amount that I was exercising. And look, ain't nobody got time for that. You might be under the assumption that diet and exercise have a 50-50 role in weight loss. That's not even true. Diet accounts for 95%. Have you heard the expression that you can't outrun a bad diet? If weight loss is your only goal, then diet needs to be the focus. I'll post a link in the description for a video where I tell you all about creating your personalized diet plan. But before I give you the impression that movement isn't important, let me clarify one thing. Exercise has many benefits. Benefits that ripple into the other 4 pillars that we go over in my Balanced Body Breakthrough. But when it comes to weight loss, exercise is kind of like brushing your teeth. It's a good idea if you do it every day, but it's not going to be the one thing that changes the number on the scale. Movement is going to improve your sleep quality and probably quantity. Movement is going to burn up the extra cortisol, so it's going to be a stress release. However, movement does generate oxidative stress in the body, so being excessive with it might not be the best idea. Movement burns glucose, so it is going to help to balance your blood sugar. Movement helps with our joint lubrication, making us feel like we move with more fluidity. Is that even a word? What I want you to take away from this video is that movement can happen in any pocket of time that you have. It can happen when you're in the grocery store line and you do some toe raises. Movement can be piggybacked with other things that you do naturally throughout the day. One that I love is I do 10 push-ups every time I get a water refill. Maybe you choose to do 10 squats every time you flush the toilet. There are endless options for adding these bite-sized pieces of movement into your day. There's not a magic number for the amount of movement you need to get in the day, but there has been a guideline of 10,000 steps per day. And you may be saying, whoa, hold the phone, Kristin. I got a job, I commute, I am tired at the end of the day. There is no way I'm getting 10,000 steps. I get it. So you start where you start and you build from there. You know, right now, if you aren't getting any movement, you know, maybe you keep track of your steps, but you're only in the 500 to 1,000 range. You bump it a little. Maybe you go for a 10-minute walk every day this week. You may find that that ripples into wanting to do 12 to 15 minutes next week. If you are going to beat yourself up for having one cookie, then you need to give yourself praise for walking for 1 minute. The power of one works both ways. Once you start to see some benefits, you're naturally going to want to increase a little. And a little builds every day. Don't discount just getting started. Now, I told you if you stick with me, I've got a golden nugget for you. This nugget is 3 questions that I want you to ask yourself. You can do this in your head, you can journal, whatever feels good to you. The first question is, if I was to get in the best shape of my life, what 3 things would I quit? This might be lowering the time that you watch TV, changing the amount of times you eat out per week. Now, the second question is, if I was to get in the best shape of my life, what 3 things would I start doing? Maybe you get an extra 30 minutes of sleep. Maybe you drink an extra glass of water. Maybe you add some cellular support product to your daily routine. What you start and what you stop can be as little as needed, as long as it's something you can be consistent with. And the third question is, what is the schedule that you are going to follow to get this extra in and extra out? The thing about habits is that bad habits are easier to fall away when you just start pushing in some new good ones. Then the bad ones, there's no more room left for them. And it's time that you quit using your get out of jail free card just because you're tired at the end of the day. If you know you are too young to feel this old, your transformation comes from a balanced plan. And you need to check out this video where I share the 5 pillars that we go over in the Balanced Body Breakthrough. Click on the video now to go check them out.